Yo, 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 this is Tiara.
I'm Mara.
And I'm Q.
And it's the 3 for Me. We want to welcome everybody to episode 2 of season 2. And we want to just jump straight in to talk about Lil Scrappy checking Mama D for the first time. And it was about time.
Definitely.
When I seen it, I was in shock. I felt sorry for him because it kind of just explained everything that we've watched him do when we thought he was wrong. And even though I personally feel like he should have been did it, it just kind of like explained it all, like clear as day. He has a lot of trauma. And I think especially us in the Black community, when it comes to our men, they're always held to a certain standard of not being able to release their emotions, speak about how they feel, and truth be told, they go through the same thing we do. We just hold them to a certain standard, and I think we're all guilty of it to a certain degree. But he finally kind of like unleashed and told her. Hell, he fucking told her.
Yeah, I thought it was super significant when he said he don't have nobody to talk to. He said, you talking to his mama, you hard, and then you hard as well talking to his wife.
Right.
So, he don't have nobody that is giving him that space as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because we talk a lot about, this is about men in this particular episode. But, Black women are raised to be so hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody's raised to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for him as a man to come forward and just, let everybody know that nobody is giving me that space to, release and let, hey, I'm going through real shit. Like, childhood trauma is very real and it's very present in his life right now, today. Like, and I'm happy that he was able to, come forward and finally say that.
Absolutely.
And you could see everybody in the room was so emotional. Because I think everybody understand, finally, like, damn, like, we ain't never seen him, come like this and be like, oh shit, like, I really went through some shit and some crazy shit.
Right. And that probably was one of those things that frustrated Bam too, because with her being his wife, she probably knew all this, but in the same sense, like when the shit is happening, you ain't saying shit and you need to say something. And he's probably being vulnerable to her. But then when things are embarrassing and out in the public and out front, you ain't checking your mama. And sometimes, as adults, I feel like it comes a time where our parents only doing what they can and what they know is right. But there also comes a time when you have your own journey, and I think it's very important that, I'm not saying disrespect them, but it's okay to check your parents because they have their own view on things. You're learning to be your person, and it's just a new time. Yeah. And what might have worked for them is not working right now. And you still need to be held accountable for the things that you thought was right, but it wasn't, and it affected me today.
Yeah.
And it's just what it is. And I don't find it to be disrespect. I find it to be open and vulnerable.
I honestly don't even know that I would even call it a check.
Well, yeah, right.
Because I don't even think it was a check. I think it was just like, hey,
like
this is going on and this is real. And you are not seeing this. You know what I'm saying? Like you were there, so you know exactly what happened, but you're not seeing how it affected me as a child and how it's still affecting me as a grown man. As a father, as a husband, like that's heavy.
Yeah, it's real heavy. And then you have to think, you have to defend your mama to your wife, and you know your wife is right, but still that's your mama, so you keep trying to defend her.
Yeah.
And everybody knows she's wrong about her way of doing things.
Yeah. Because that Mama D is a motherfucker.
Yeah, I think he was like, the important part to me, he was saying that, you see it from your point of view, but you ain't seeing it from a child's point of view. So we see stuff differently, and all along your child is seeing it a different way. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to understand that, but you got to be able to give them that space to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Because people, like, if you feel like if you have a boy, he has to be hard, don't be emotional, don't cry, you a punk, you this, you that. So you got to hold in all of that. Because when my son going through things, he feel like if he cried, somebody will see him as a punk. And I'm like, I don't know who told you that, because that's not true.
Right. Society.
You know, like you're not considered a punk or gay or whatever term you choose to use just because you're emotional. Or if, you know, you want to express yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. Because you're going to need that in an adult life.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, grown men don't know how to express yourself.
And don't know what to do with their emotions.
No.
Whether it's sadness, anger, you know. And
shit, some people don't even know how to, niggas don't even know how to be happy. Like, it's crazy for you to be happy. Like, what?
And you can't even tell the difference between your emotions.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
It's really sad.
It is.
When you think about it.
Because you don't know how to express your emotions, and then your sadness and you're so upset and you don't know how to show that, then it start coming across as anger.
Right.
You know, when you're really just disappointed.
Right.
Or you're really just sad. Or, you know, like all of these different emotions, and you don't even know what to do with them.
Right.
Exactly.
Or how to release them healthily in the way that you should.
Right. And I think it's very important, you know, I think you should have, as parents, you should have boundaries. I mean, I'm not a parent, but I think as a child, it's good to have boundaries with your kids, but it's also good to have like a space where you can speak. Because you have to know what your child is thinking. And I remember, like, my mama used to be a real fusser, like, fuss and cuss you down. We didn't really get whoopings like that because her words was enough. You know what I mean? And I remember this particular time, I was probably like 26, 27, and they had all pissed me off. Like, they just had pissed me off. And I told them, all their asses, y'all done pissed me off. I feel like sometimes certain things happen and y'all just think I can fix it because y'all think I can do everything. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of having this way. And they just start unfolding. And my mama shut up and she listened and she apologized for everything she had ever done. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I knew that. I just didn't know that there was a time. It would be a time where I have to apologize. And she did. And to this day, my mama treat me like a grown-up. Even when she could be dead wrong. And I'm like, and I don't like that. She's like, you know what? You're right. I'm going to call you back. You done. Because I ain't going back and forth no more. And to some people, that my mama always like, you think you the mama. She's joking. But at the end of the day, now it's in some positions, in some situations, the roles have turned. It just have. I'm now the leader. That's my mom. She is the leader. But when it comes to certain situations, her and my sister come and see what I think and whatever I say. But it's respected.
Yeah.
You know when the line is, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. But it's important. I think very.
And I think a part of whenever how Scrappy was feeling or whatever, because I don't think parents know how to apologize to their kids for things that they may be feeling or going through. And especially with this generation here, with the generation before, like our parents' ages, they would never feel like, oh, you should apologize to your kid because I'm the mama, I'm this, I'm that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had situations where I apologize to my kids because it's kind of like, you know, we talk. I get it. I didn't get it at the time. I get it now because I hear you. You know, I tell them, if you don't have me to talk to, you got other people you can talk to. You know, write it in a letter, send me a text message if you feel like it's something hard to talk to face. But it's always going to be somebody you can talk to. I never want them to feel like everything has to be just balled up. And I don't want them to be like, I don't have nobody. No.
Yeah, because I think, especially growing up, like, you know, in my generation or our generation, we didn't have a say.
Right.
You do what the hell you damn told.
Yep.
I'm the damn parent. I'm right.
Yep.
You don't have a say so. And you don't allow your child to explore the fact that they do have a voice. So then when they get in their adult years, they don't even know how to activate their voice or use their voice at all. And I think in every, you know, relationship, child and parent, like, at a certain age, when they become grown, there is a shift in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, hey, now I'm listening more to you as an adult. You know what I'm saying? And I hear what you're saying versus when you were a kid. You know, and I feel like, you know, you should definitely always give your child a voice, even from when they're, you know, a child, because that's how they exercise it and they learn it. They understand respect. However, you know, hey, I'm still feeling this. So let's talk about this. Let's explore that. But then when you grow up and you become an adult, that shift comes and it's like, okay, well, now we low-key bouncing off of each other.
Yeah. And I was thinking too, like, in all Scrappy said, it was a lot of course it was truth to it, but at that time, Mama D probably thought she was doing the best she could to provide for her kids. Mm-hmm. And while she's hurting them by not being emotionally available and them being exploited and exposed to so much stuff, she didn't understand that even though they had everything, I'm pretty sure they had the clothes, cars, jewelry, she was selling dope, whatever. Everything that comes with that, it still didn't cover the very important things that they needed, and it was just like her attention. They probably don't even give a damn about the materialistic stuff. You know what I mean? And it was just stuff like, you know, and even within him being a man, even treating women a certain way, was taught by his mom because of the position she held in the streets. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because even Bam, to me, is always right. She always trying to talk to him with patience. Yep. Trying to break it down to him. Trying to ask him to say certain things to your mom. And sometimes he would dismiss her.
Very, very much so.
Yeah. The whole time I'm like, Mace Mama D.
Not Mace the lady.
Mace her.
Because what's that going to do?
I mean, I don't know.
Besides Mace her fucking iceberg.
Right. But that was, to me, like I said, that last episode really kind of like was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Like at the time, you be like, she is fucking crazy. Somebody need to whoop Mama D's ass. She do the most, telling all of them business. They're on national TV, like, and it's reality to us. But this is their life every day, for real, for real. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know that comes with being like famous, but it ain't the streets. It's your mama.
Right, and everybody keeps saying, well, you shouldn't keep telling your mom everything. Now, granted, he should not keep telling his mama all his business. But it's still his mama. He seems like he a mama's boy, so he's going to tell her stuff.
Get off the titty. Don't tell my motherfucking business.
No, I mean, I'm
your
saying,
crazy
like,
ass motherfucking mama.
Certain stuff, I feel like it's okay to talk to your mom. I ain't saying tell everything. Like, every time you get mad,
I feel like in this particular situation, you know how your mama is.
But she has response to me. I feel like she got to be accountable too. Like, that's still her son. He coming to her. Shut the hell up. Like, ain't nobody tell you to go be telling all these people my business. What I done came and confided in you at the time when I was mad.
Yeah, I would have been stopped telling her shit though.
Right, because to me, Mama D is trying to find her claim to fame. Mm-hmm. She don't want to just be Scrappy's mama.
Yeah, like when she was all out on stage this weekend at the damn concert with that damn glitter ass suit on. Mama D sent your motherfucking ass down.
Gyrating.
I mean, like, it was like, all right. When she came out, it was like, all right. But then, like, you were still out. Like, girl, okay, we see you, sis. Like, we see your shiny one piece with your old ass throwing up gang signs or whatever the hell you was doing. God. And I was just like,
problems.
The ghetto, you don't want no problem. Like, Mama D, you like 60, sis, please. Oh my God. Who bought you that one suit and why that one piece suit, all shiny and glittery?
Again, you ain't coming out here like that.
Girl, please.
Your granddaughter is like 18. She can wear that.
And you see Bam just on the side, looking cute, chilling, not doing like.
She don't need all
that. No, that damn mama needs something else.
That's what I'm saying. And
all I kept thinking, she better not damn grab that mic and start performing that whack ass song she got. Because I would have just. I'm dead.
For real though. But like I was saying, like in the midst of you doing all that, you're forgetting you're somebody's mama. Fuck the fame. You're
a grandma,
a mother,
a grandmother.
And in close range of being a great grandmother.
Yeah, stop. That oldest daughter.
Stop. Run in your damn mouth.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I am so surprised Bam ain't came across the table on her. Because the thing that she does, the things that Mama D do is just crazy.
But I've always liked her because she always has. She, to me, has, I don't watch the show, so don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, but she has always been very level-headed to me.
Yes.
Like, because when she started on Basketball-Wise, I feel like that's when I first seen her.
I think so.
And, like, she was always very level-headed, and, like, the things that I have seen of her, like I said, I don't follow none of the shows, so... You know, what I have seen of her, she's always seemed very level-headed, very authentic, and authentically who she is, like, and she believes in what she stands for, and she stand on that. I've always fucked with her, you know, from what I've seen. So it'd just be like, Mama D,
and it'd be certain stuff she do, and I'd be like, Bam is a whole gangbanger.
Yeah.
Whoop my motherfucking ass.
And like, baby, you with that shit for real. Like,
yes.
But I ain't saying don't whoop nobody. You know, she's handled herself accordingly. And now her man has finally stepped up to the plate and said what needed to be said. It's long overdue, but I'm happy that he said it. But I say that also to say these niggas in general have to get off their mama fucking titties.
Yes.
Because at this grown ass age, you know, why are we even having this conversation? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have to be a fight between you torn between your mama and your wife. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, it's just too much. Like, you chose your wife and you gotta stick beside that. Yeah. Like,
absolutely. And then like, it's another thing as far as that to me. Like, you know, you have men out here that want to be treated like grown men, but yet you can't do anything because you have to have your mom as a gatekeeper to remind you to be a man, remind you to do this, remind you to pay your bills, remind you to get this done. Go sleep with her. That's crazy. You're a grown up and you need to be held accountable for having order within your own life. Not even for whoever you're with, for yourself. Right. To a certain degree. Yeah. And granted, you know, there are roles in relationships. You're like, okay, be sure you do this. But like every month for things that's in your household, somebody else have to remind you to do. Yeah. Like your mom and you have a woman at home. I think that's absurd.
You're a grown up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's too much. And again, that's part of letting go, letting them find out. Because you're never going to know unless you're being... Not that you want to throw people out there. Because I don't believe in that either. Just throwing kids out and making them like literally go through...
But that's parenting. You should be teaching them...
Along the way.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When I was a certain age, I began to have chores. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That started to teach me responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And from there, you training your child up. So then when they are an adult, you're not just throwing them into the world because you've done every fucking thing for them. They don't know how to do anything for themselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like getting a bank account, learning how to manage your money. Okay, I need to save this much for my check. I have this much to spend and this is for my bills. Like that's all a part of training up a child. You know what I'm saying? And also, again, like we visited before, teaching them how to control their emotions and what to do with their emotions. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, as a parent, again, I'm not a parent, you know what I'm saying? But I know enough to know, you know what I'm saying, these things. You gotta have to train them up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shit. With
no parent is perfect.
It's not the same, but it's just what it is.
Yeah, and no parent is perfect. No. At the end of the day, we are only human. Mm-hmm. So as a parent, you cannot give your child 100% of what they need. Right. It's humanly impossible for you to give your child every single thing that they need or even know the things that they even may encounter in their life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that anybody is perfect or they should be perfect, but you know, we can all grow and be better in areas.
We can.
Right. Yeah. I always say it's not no parent handbook out here.
No.
We winging it. We go day by day. And maybe you know something, maybe you don't know something, then something happened for you to know something. I mean, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We winging it every day. It is what it is.
You know something else I appreciate about that clip on the internet? That he laid it out, but he also reminded his mom, like, I have a wife. I love you, but I have a wife. And this is my wife. And I thought that was important for Bam to see that because she's been telling him for, I know, years now. Say something to your mama. Say something to your mama.
And Erica was telling you the same thing?
Yes. Yes. And that probably was the biggest thing in him and Erica's relationship that they probably could have lasted. I mean, everything happened, whatever is whatever. But right. I'm pretty sure that was a huge obstacle. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All that was important. Because I'm really going to out. Yeah. Learning out. And then be lying. Like, y'all remember she made them obituaries for Bam's mama?
No.
Yeah. She made some obituaries for
Hit her mama alive. No.
Oh, see.
Yeah, I would have
That's when I started saying,
I would have had to beat
her
Mama D
ass.
about that motherfucking jumpsuit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Immediately.
She do too much. She just need to know her place. And I think he just know saying something to her is not being disrespectful. So I don't know if that is the case of saying, like, I don't know how to say something to my mom, or I don't know how to come.
Because it's all about
that. But it's all about the way you bring it to a person.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you can say the very same thing, either yelling it or very calm, this, that, and the third.
And I mean, even honestly, because you could tell a person anything. Mama D was also in a place to receive that.
Yeah.
Because it still could have went a lot of ways.
Cause she listened. Normally she'd be all yelling and mad, but she was sitting there listening.
But I think because in this place, and again, I don't know this, I'm just kind of guessing a little bit, that is maybe so much strain on their relationship right now that you're in a receiving place.
Yeah.
But it's a clip that's right before that. She was going back and forth with him at first, not wanting to take accountability. And they were like, you need to listen to him. And then she kind of sat back for a second.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Because she was badgering a little bit. You know? And he was like, you don't hear me. You don't never hear me. You don't listen. So he began to explode, like knocking stuff over and everything. Yeah. So that's when he came and was like, look, I have to get this off my chest because it's just, I'm sick of it. Like, it's been years, but I am now sick of it.
Yeah, she used the line like, I'm your mom. And he's like, well, I'm your son. Like, you know.
Yeah.
People,
parents,
I think they love to say
yeah, like, what do that,
I'm your mama.
What does that mean? Like, you know, that entitlement, that, I mean, I'm your mama. Yes, you my mama and I love you, but I can still tell you this. I need to still have this conversation with you.
Yep.
And you need to listen to me.
Yep.
I've been guilty of that. I'm your mama. Oh, you gonna listen to me. Oh, you gonna do this and that. Until I got some vocal kids. As long as, you know, the more they get older, the more they really talk. Yeah. So, yeah. I've definitely been guilty of that. But then, you know, the more we talk, Mom be like, yeah, I shouldn't be saying that. Like that.
That's all I want to be. Y'all gonna be quiet. Y'all gonna shut the hell up. People, I whoop y'all ass and don't say shit. I remember one time she fussed at me so bad, I stood at the door and looked at her. You ain't got nothing to say?
Yeah.
Why do you want me to say something?
Not a dotted your eye.
And guess what? I left. And never came back. And I'm not saying it like, I mean, I'm joking, but I'm serious. And it was a point where she was like, oh, she knew. Because I didn't go back. I was just like, yeah, you do a little bit too much. I let holler. I ain't even did nothing. What you hollering? Why are you hollering? Sick of it.
I'm the mom.
She was. And I was about 17. I got up out of there. 18. Yeah. But that was just a turning point. Like, you know what I'm saying? I went time without talking to my mama. Because I ain't really one of them. Like, as mouthy as I am, I'm just not really one to be getting hollered at. Like, whoa, buddy, hold still. Because I just think that's absurd. When nobody, I mean, it's not the place at the time. Now, we end up arguing, okay, whatever, but I just think that was crazy. So, and that's probably where I got that shutdown shit from. Because you don't have to be hollering. That's probably why. Now I'm saying, you know, that's probably why. You know what I mean? I've never thought about it. Yeah. But, like I said, years passed. And my mama really apologized. And she's always been who she was, but she just used to be a real fusser all the time. And she changed. She really did. And she crazy. She really is crazy. She about everything she say. So I never really went back and forth because it would be a back and not a forth. And then a floor. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it just really was, I remember that pivotal point where it was like different when she would still fuss, but it would be a way. Like, she'd be like, I want to have a conversation with you. And you're going to listen, and then you'll speak. But I respected that. I knew she was just mad. You know what I'm saying? I understood, like, this is my mom, I have to speak. Even as an adult, when she asked me to do stuff, she asked me. And I know it means you better do it, but she just asked me.
Yeah.
You know what
it's
I mean?
all about the approach. Because, you know, I'm still a grown woman, and you respect that.
Yeah. Right. in the same sentence, I'm her child, and I know she mean for me to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's all good. It worked itself out. Honestly.
Yeah, I definitely had a time where I didn't talk to my mom because I needed her to understand you weren't hearing me and what I was saying, and I told you. I ended up texting her and letting her know, like, hey, I have been bringing this to you and letting you know that this that you do is not working for me. It's not working for us. And until you can respect what I'm saying, me and you will not have any communication. And I talked to my mom for almost maybe about a year. And I mean, like, we would talk like, oh, hey, you know what I'm saying, like important things that just needed to be brought up or discussed, like family-wise. But like as far as like casual conversation, yeah, no, it's none of that. And she came to me and she apologized and let me know that she understood and that she respected that, you know, and we've been good ever since.
And I think one of those things is like our parents, I think for all of us, like your mom, my mom, even your mom, some stuff might have not been said, but the example was to be a strong, independent person and woman. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of how the plates were or how it was made out, that's who they are. They ain't letting nobody do shit to them. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Yeah. Today, last year, 20 years ago, my mom and them was crazy. And when I mean crazy, like, they ain't letting nothing slide. With people, jobs, men. Like, off the damn chain. It's a miracle. Sometimes I be looking like, how are y'all these people? Like, dead ass. Like, how are you these people? My mama just handles stuff way differently, and sometimes it makes me mad because I still sometimes want to be that person. Yeah, like, same. Today. Like, I want you to run through her. Mama, like, Tiara, I am a grown-up. That's what I'm saying. I can't do that. Yeah. But, and I mean, I respect it, but at the moment, I'm like, bring it back.
Yeah, because my mama's low-key soft now, and I be looking at her like,
yeah.
Who are? Like,
right. But my mama told me one time, she said, I raised y'all a certain way, and at one point, even though I raised that way, I would like do stuff that you couldn't use the tools I gave you back at me. That makes sense? Like, you don't let anybody talk to you any kind of way, but you turn around and talk to me any kind of way. Now I got to sit there boiling. Mad. Like, boiling. You know what I mean? But, just crazy. It's crazy how it just turns out. And the same with Scrappy. He done watched all this stuff, disrespect, drugs, this, that, and the third. How to handle women, how to handle people. So I'm pretty sure she talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mama D going up. Crazy ass lady.
Yeah. I was so happy for him in that moment. Even though it was sad. But I know he felt like 1,000 pounds lighter.
I know he feels so good after that. And I know him and Bam, their relationship is going to be so much better.
For real, for real.
Because now she even knows, like, you know, you need some softness. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be able to know how to be there for him better. And just even checking your mama finally.
Yeah. That's important.
And then even, too, like, him seeing the fact that, like, hey, I brought you this and then it wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? I was able to talk to you. You were actually able to listen for the first time. Right. So if something ever comes up in the future, it won't be maybe so hard for him to bring that, you know, bring whatever it is up to her again.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, I hope that's a really good pivotal point in their relationship.
Right. Yeah.
Moving forward.
It was important for him as a man. Yeah. More men need to be open. Be open about all types of things. With your wife, your girl, your mama, your kids. You can still be that nigga. Yeah. And not be so hard all the time.
Yeah. And women too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, especially in the Black community to an extent, we so hard on our women and soft on these men.
Yeah. That's true.
Very soft on these men.
Because sometimes you feel too sorry for them. No.
Y'all are babying these men and teaching these women to be hard as fucking nails.
Yep. That's true.
And wonder why roles are so misconstrued and confused.
Very true. Very true. Because you just can't. It'll screw up the whole lineage of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, because you're not allowing and help to build a man to take his rightful place as a head of a household.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you have something that is out of order, you know, because the man is the head of the household, but he don't even know how to lead.
You don't know how to lead. And then you don't have that respect. Now you ain't going to respect them as such.
Yeah, no, because you don't know what the fuck you doing. I'm not going to follow somebody who's going to lead me to bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of men, oh, you need to let your man be a leader and all of this. But a lot of these men, they don't really know how to do that. And they don't know how to walk in that. And it's very frustrating because you want a job that you know what I'm saying, you don't know how to do. You don't have any training on it.
That's very true.
You know, I can't go somewhere and be like, I'm a damn engineer. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing because I haven't been trained in that. So you growing up and you teaching your men, you know, you doing every damn thing for them, you babying them. They grow up, they can't even manage their bills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't know how to cook nothing, clean nothing. Yeah. You know, and they looking for somebody ultimately to take care of them because that's all they know. Because that's what their mama been doing their whole life. You train them up to be what?
That's absolutely right. I had somebody tell me one time, we know you run everything in the house. And I was like, no, I actually don't. I'm just the loud one. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, yeah, over the years, y'all done learned, Dan, he funny and stuff, but when it's coming like the business behind closed doors, he the man of the house. A lot of stuff I might say, but he said it. Straight up.
Yeah.
But I don't mind fucking saying it, I say it. But he's not loud, he's not vocal. Yeah. When I mean loud, they don't mean just with things. He's just not the person that's going to be going and calling and doing this and third, doing that, this, that, and the third. But he's definitely running shit behind closed door. And then, you know, he's making the moves, saying what's going to happen. But that's just not him. He prefers to be like, I mean, y'all know how he is. He just quiet in his way.
All right.
Especially if he ain't comfortable. But I was like, that's so not true. Even when I talk shit, he don't care. Like, I'm just saying, he don't. Because that's just what I do sometimes.
Don't we know?
But, and it was another man that said that. I was like, that's so not true. It's just not. He don't have to
bark down at nobody.
Exactly.
For what?
And at the end of the day, I know when Daniel ain't playing.
Right.
I just know, you know what I'm saying? I know he ain't playing. I'll be quiet. I'll be talking again.
When you leave, I'll be talking again.
But, yeah.
Well, I think that concludes episode 2 of season 2. We're glad you guys listened today. Make sure y'all tune in to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And share it with your friends, your family, your coworkers, and whoever would like to listen.
Share it to your boyfriends this time too.
Oh yeah, tell them. Get them in. Tell them check their motherfucking mamas. Until next time.
Peace.